Hey guys, it's been aka Tapboard. Just played some Halo 5, which is this gameplay you're watching. It's very fresh. Some pretty interesting gameplay, so keep your eye on that. But the reason I'm making this video is because I just opened my Halo World Championship Rec Pack, which is now, well, the championship is behind us. The Rec Pack, for those of you who have gotten, it's still there. Out of this Rec Pack, you get some ultra rare items. You get a Halo World Champion emblem and, well, I guess in this game now it's an emblem and a title, but so you get that. And you also get ultra rare armor set called Challenger, which is a helmet and a chest piece. The helmet's okay, but it's nothing, extremely special. In my opinion, there's better helmets that I already have, so that's what I'll be using. But the really cool thing about this is the chest piece, which features the Halo 2016 World Championship logo. And I'm a real big fan of logos and things like that. I mean, if you've seen my other videos, I play games like Forza, and I don't know, I just really appreciate logos in today's society. I don't know how to describe that. And I think it's really cool and unique to have a real world logo on something like armor in Halo. So this chest piece is going to be extremely awesome, or it is extremely awesome, and I will be using it for a long time. There's kind of a downside though. You were only able to unlock this yesterday, which is Sunday, March the 20th, through the Xbox Live Marketplace. You could also get it from watching on Twitch or the Xbox Live Event app. If you watched on Saturday, or I think it was also on Friday, then you're not eligible, and I'm not sure how long you had to watch, so you may have tuned in yesterday and not have it. But overall, I think it was a really awesome way to give the viewers who took the time to watch this tournament a bit of a reward, because 3 days is a lot of time to be focused on, a live stream. And it's not like you can't kind of multitask, but if you're going to really watch that, then I think it's pretty cool that you're going to get something so unique. For me, this is not counting the helmet because I won't really be using it, but the chest piece is the first ultra rare thing I have other than one other helmet that I unlocked from a rec pack, so that doesn't really matter. If you haven't gotten your rec pack yet, unfortunately, like I already said, this is the only time you will ever have gotten it, but I'm sure next year or in future Halo installments, as they do more tournaments, we're probably going to see more of this. So just stick around, and next year you'll have another chance to get it. If you downloaded the pack yesterday when it was able to be downloaded and you still don't have it, if I was you, I would double check my download history on Xbox.com, or maybe you can do it from the Xbox One, but I'm not certain, to make sure that the actual download went through and that it is showing up in your history. And if that is true, if you do see it there, I would play a couple of games to see if it'll just pop up. And if it's still not there, because it's in your download history, you can probably contact Microsoft and they might be able to help you out, give you a code or something, or, I don't know, reset the download. Anyway, the results for the tournament, I might as well include those. So in first place, CLG, Counter Logic Gaming, they ended up taking home $1 million. Second place, Team Allegiance, took home $500,000, which is still a very juicy chunk of change. Third place went to Elevate, who took home $250,000. And fourth was Denial Esports, who also took home $250,000. I went into it a little bit yesterday. This was our last video, and this was a pretty big tournament, and I'm pretty happy that I was able to tune in, because it's pretty fun to just see Halo be played on such an extreme level, especially with me having not played it in months. I'm just absolute garbage at it again. But it got me thinking why Halo is not really the most watched esport. And if you think about those big esports, you think of nowadays kind of Counter-Strike, and you think of League of Legends and maybe Dota. I'm pretty sure Dota is pretty solid in the esports category, and not as much with League of Legends. I don't know too much about Dota because I never even played it. I don't watch any gameplay from it. But in League of Legends, it seems to be a little closer to Halo in the sense that it really will come down a lot to individual skill versus team performance. But to me, Counter-Strike is a lot more interesting than Halo, because there's so much more meta to it. Halo, the maps and the gunplay and everything is really just, it's all just bounced around gunplay. If you have good aim and you understand the simple rules of game modes like CTF or even something like Slayer, even though that's kind of the most vanilla thing you have in shooters, you can kind of do well. If you watch this gameplay from the Halo Championships, a lot of it just comes down to aim and then eventually getting flags to your base, or you know, in some cases with Slayer just getting some kills down. There is some things, you know, like timing of power weapons and stuff like that, but that's just stuff that any competitive game will expect you to learn eventually. Versus Counter-Strike, you have an extreme meta of things like spray patterns on guns, setting up smokes, how to take sights, and because a round in Counter-Strike is going to be about 2 minutes long, a little bit longer sometimes depending on where you're playing, there's a reset every few minutes, you know, so there's a reroll and people can refresh what they were doing. Versus in Halo, if you get off to a bad start against a good team, you're never gonna, I mean, you might, but chances of you recovering are really slim. And that's, I mean, I guess that's just how Halo plays versus Counter-Strike, but I feel like if some more meta was somehow introduced into Halo without making it a whole new game, I think that would really increase its chances of being watched competitively, religiously, in the sense of these other giants. So anyway, this video was just kind of to let you know that now the Halo World Championship has wrapped up and to kind of showcase what you got. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. It was a really fun match, and I will think of some more stuff to make soon, and I will see you guys soon. I hope you're enjoying this kind of more Halo content. It's a little bit of it's got some growing pains because I suck at the game right now, but once I get better, we'll get some better content. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day, and peace.